continue contacting the SDR on the topic, we'll look for another weekend. W50DS, K0PSX 73, I'll be QRZ.
We got almost 27 degrees already, so hey, looking forward to the warm-up. Anyway, you have a great net, and like I say, you sound me good. You have a good afternoon. K0SLD.
Okay, Randy, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. I copy you good too this afternoon, and sounds like you got good temperatures over there also. All right, continuing on with the Minnesota section noon phone in. We're not holding any traffic at this time. We'll stand by then for general check-ins. The Twin Cities and North, call WD0HXR.
KI0Z.
KI0Z, good afternoon, David.
Hi, George. Good to hear you on. It's been a while. Nice and sunny here. It looks like about 30 degrees in the sun. Of course, that's a little warm than the actual air temp, but beautiful day anyway so far. Thanks for being there, and good to hear you on.
Thanks for checking in, David. Good seeing you this afternoon. Copy you 100%. Minnesota section noon phone net, looking for check-ins. Twin Cities and South, call now.
Okay. Thank you.
K0 Juliet Tango Alpha.
K0 ZBI.
Relay me in, Dave. K0 JIM.
Gotcha, Jeff.
Okay, I got QJQ, TSR, and I missed one, ZBI and Jim. Who's the one I missed?
K0 Juliet Tango Alpha.
Yeah, it was you, Mike. Stand by. K0JTL, QJQ, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, George. This is KC0QJQ. Roger from Dawson, just checking in, one for the count. 28 degrees here today, beautiful day here in Dawson, and that's about it. Back to you, 73.
Thanks, Roger, for checking in. We got you down, 73. See you also. WD0TSR, good afternoon, Dave.
Good afternoon, George. Also had K0JIM, Jim up in Strasburg. Did you want me to get his comments?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Jim, what you got going up in Strasburg today?
Yeah, good afternoon, Dave, and everybody on the Minnesota Net K0JIM Strasburg, North Dakota, where it's 8 degrees above zero, 8 degrees, and about a 5-mile-an-hour wind out of the southeast, and lots of sunshine. Beautiful day out there when you're looking outside. It's supposed to get warm coming up. We'll all be glad. K0JIM. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, Jim is reporting 8 degrees above, and he's got a 5-mile-an-hour southeast wind and a nice and sunny day up in Strasburg today. And we've got 23 degrees, so we got Jim beat a little bit. Nice, calm day, too, and lots of sun. So that's pretty much it from Brookings and Strasburg there, George. Back to you, WB0TSR.
Okay, David, I could hear Jim once in a while in there, but thanks for the relay, and I don't know if he was copying me any too good anyway. But say, Dave, could you check me into the net while I want to talk?
I sure can, George.
Thanks for the relay, Roger. Thanks, appreciate it, and take care and have a nice afternoon. Enjoy this nice sunshine. K0JTA, good afternoon, Mike.
Yeah, I had to find my cursor here. Yeah, right. Yeah, good afternoon. I have to leave, of course, but good afternoon, and hi to George and the rest of the group. K0JTA is clear.
All right, Roger, Mike. Thanks for checking in, and you leave whenever you have to run your other net. Take care and good luck. K0ZBI, good afternoon, George.
Yeah, good afternoon, George. Good afternoon to Mike and everybody else that's on the frequency here. Sunshiny day. But I don't have any jobs to do outdoors, so I've just been relaxing a little bit. My little computer here is showing 24 degrees. My thermometer is showing 27. So anyway, it's getting better, I guess. Soda, 00 Echo, Sierra X-ray calling Soda, 00 CSX calling Q and standing by.
The K0 station soda, this is K0 Juliet Tango Alpha, over.
Go ahead and give me a call again. This is K0 ESX, over.
Yeah, K0, gotta read this down, ESX, K0 ESX, this is K0 Juliet Tango Alpha, K0 JTA, name is Mike, and I'm in southeastern Minnesota, over.
Roger, roger. I got the southeastern Minnesota, K0 JTA. You're down in 5x7, 5x7 in the state of Utah for summertime here. You up?
Okay, good, yeah, Utah, I didn't catch exactly where in Utah, but yeah, you're about a 5, at least a good solid 5.8. At any rate, 100% copy is the best way I can put it. And yeah, real good. Like I said, I'm in southeastern Minnesota. We have snow on the ground and temperatures at 27 degrees at the airport, so it's actually warming up. So real good. I'm just curious as to how long you're going to be on the air. Point being is that at 30 minutes past the hour, we have a little gathering here, so anyway, just curious if you would have any possible end time for your particular activities. But good luck on the soda. That's an interesting thing. And if you can tell me some more about your station, that'd be good too. But whatever. Thank you then. 7-3. By the way, my name is Mike. Sorry about that. K0 ESX. This is K0 JTA. Over.
Great signal here at 5757. I'm up on a town called New Park. It's up about 6,683 feet. I think the temperature today is about 20 degrees, so it's fairly cold up here. My hands are getting pretty cold, so usually I work about 3 bands and then I come down off the mountain. So I never stay up here more than about 40,000 feet.
Okay, on the 6,680 feet, 20 degrees, I didn't get much else. It's just starting to fade. So, okay, real good. Good luck and stay warm. 20 degrees, yeah, okay. 7-3, K0 JTA.
Thank you, Mike. Have a great weekend. K0 JTA, K0 ESX.
Yep, 7-3. And yeah, once again, there's a software-defined radio net that occurs here at 30 minutes past the hour, so just to let you know. And I was just kind of curious as to how long you were planning on continuing your activities on this particular frequency. So at any rate, stay warm up there in the mountain. My goodness, 6,800 feet, or 6,600 feet, almost 67. At any rate, good long hike up the hill, there's no doubt. 7-3 then, K0 JTA.
K0 ESX from Whiskey 7 Delta. Yeah, K0 ESX from Whiskey 7 Delta, WW7 Delta, over. Again? Sorry, there's somebody tuning up. Is this for Whiskey 7 Delta? You are about a 4x3 near Seattle, Washington, okay?
Test. Test. Hello, test. 1 2 1 2. Test. 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 K0 JT testing 1 2. K0 Juliet Tango Alpha testing and clear. K0JT testing 1 2. K0 Juliet Tango Alpha. K0JTA 1 2 1 2. K0 Juliet Tango Alpha. Testing 1 2. K0JTA.
K0JTA. WB6JFA. Sounding good out here, Mike, today.
Okay, good. I'm thankful. I'm not seeing that much power output. I'm not sure what the deal is here. I'm actually deficient of power as far as my exciter. I'm showing about 25 watts peak, and I got the tune level set for 50. Maybe I'll try to bump that up a little bit and just see what that does. And also, I don't know what my audio is like. I'm going to go from 50 to about 60 here and then just see what that looks like. It still is about the same. Bring it back down to about 40, 45. Doesn't seem like it changes a darn bit. So I don't know what the deal is there. Bring it down to about 35, which is where I normally run it. I'm showing there about just under 25 watts. I'm going to bring it once again and back up to there's 70. It's still showing the same power, so I don't get what's going on here. Running the Raspberry Pi. Let's see, WP6JFH, good afternoon. My name is Mike, Southeast Minnesota. You probably know about that. Over.
Yeah, Mike, WP6JFH. Yeah, I've checked in before, so that's why the screen is different. The live stream stuff. Seeing a different screen there. It's kind of fuzzy, but I'm not sure why. Your pictures are all look great and stuff. But anyway, yeah, you sound fine. About an S7 out here, S6, S7, so the band is sort of working, I guess. And we've got the Canon radio back online again, so I'm running the 10 again. Let's see. Well, crap. piHPSDR 100 amplifier. So we'll see how the band holds up. Actually, K0JTA, W6JFH.
Okay, real good. WP6JFH, K0JTA. Well, good on getting the 10 back on your KXPA-100. That's an interesting package. By the way, I was moving the wrong thing. I was moving my slider for the tune button. Anyway, so I'm just going to bring this up here to about maybe a 45 watts. That should bring it up some. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it up to maybe about 50 watts. And look at my output power area. It's still not that great, but probably going to be doable. The mic level is set at 30. I'm going to go ahead and bring that down to maybe there's about 25. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 25. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 25. And then bring it down to about 20 if I can hit it. There's about 20 or 21. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 20 or 21. How's that doing? Give me your name if you would, please. WB6JFH, K0JTA. Over.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, your signal dropped when you started reducing things. Thank you. Went from about an S7 to about an S6. I can also see it on adapters. See the single effect. Same here as David. Delta alpha vector to delta. Your case is 0.1.
Very good, David. I missed your QTH. What is your location? Over.
It is Deer Park, Washington. I'm close to Washington. I don't work.
Okay, Deer Park, Washington. Yep, that rings a bell also. I brought the mic level up to 30, and my drive level set right now at 49%, which is giving me about 30 watts of output power, a little over 30, and that's giving me a little over 300 watts. I'm going to try to bump the drive level up here. Maybe I'll bring it up to about 55, see what that does. Okay, that's giving me about 35 or so watts, and then that's giving me closer to my desired 400 watts. Okay, so how does that look, David? WB6JFH, this is K0JTA, Mike in southeastern Minnesota. Go ahead, David. Over.
K0JTA, WB6JFH. That brought you up to about an S9, S8, S9, so you've made about a 3 to maybe 6 dB improvement, by bringing the mic taking up and the drive up. So you sound about what you usually do, go ahead.
Okay, I was worried about that if I had, bad sounding audio or what. And I can bring the mic gain up more. I'll try that here once, and that's 30 is where I'm sitting right now. I'll try to shoot for 35 if I can get it there. Okay, that's 35, 36. Hard to get there. Okay, there's 35. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 35. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to go ahead and just bring it up here some more. There's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm, at 80 or 90% of the max. Let's see, there's the max at 50. 1, 2, 3, 4 at 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down to, there's 39. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back then down to, let's see, I'm shooting for 30 here if I can get it. Okay, there I got 30. So, what's your synopsis there, David, or opinion, whatever? WB6JFH, K0JTA, over.
K0JTA, W6JFH. I didn't see any change when you went past 35. So the audio seems to be the same. The audio quality was the same. And the S-meter didn't move much past S9. So I didn't see much improvement or change when you increase the audio. And it still sounds good. You sound like yourself good.
Okay, well, good. I'll split the difference and I'll leave it at 33 then. Yeah, real good. You're not wildly strong here, and if you're watching on live stream, you're probably listening to yourself too. I see a lot of comments here from VE7DQC and from W5RCQ and G0BGD. Hearing echo, yeah, that's probably because, well, I don't know what the echo's all about. Yeah, I don't know. At any rate, go ahead there, David, K0JTA.
Okay, Mike, yeah, I have live stream up too, and seeing the comments as well. And it sounds good, so you went the Raspberry Pi type approach that a lot of the other people on the user group are doing. So was that a real hassle to get it all set up, or was it pretty straightforward? Go ahead.
Wasn't that bad, really. I see we're past the starting hour here, by the way. Wasn't really bad. I'm still puzzled on the software, and of course I'm demonstrating how good I am at running it, which is of course not good at all. Like I said, I got the mic gain right there at 33. Well, at any rate, I tell you what, it's half past hour. I was so excited about getting this thing running here that I would figure that I missed the time. At any rate, unless you got something further, David, let's QRT this chat and let's go ahead and get the net running then. Over.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and run the net. WB6JFH was standing by.
Okay, real good. So this is the software-defined radio net. My name is Mike, and this is K0 Juliet Tango Alpha, K0JTA. This net has to do with software-defined radios, obviously, and I'm running an Apache Labs N100, and today I'm running it through a device called a piHPSDR. piHPSDR, because it's got running a little Raspberry Pi is the computer that drives the screen and also controls the Anon radio. So in other words, I'm not using my standard or usual computer to run the radio. I'm using the Raspberry Pi. And the software is very early, and so it's got some maybe issues and things like that, but that's okay. It's just a concept, getting it going. I actually have two of them. Well, the one downstairs is got its feet in the air because it's my later version that will have actual controls on it and other embellishments, but that's the way it goes. Okay, at any rate, this is K0JTA. This is the software-defined radio net. If you'd like to be able to see what I see and hear what I hear using just this a little crude camera sitting in front of the monitor, and I can put my fingers in front of the monitor so you can see that there once in a while too. But it's no longer a live screenshot, you might say. It's just a little standard camera. At any rate, if you'd like to be able to see what I see and hear what I hear, go to livestream.com, livestream.com/K0JTA, livestream.com/K0JTA. Okay, looking for any possible check-ins. I do have WB6JFH. Anybody else out there? This is K0JTA. Over.
And with you today, this is K7LSV.
Got three there, W2GS, K7LSV. It looks like a V here, and W5RCQ. Okay, W2GS, good afternoon, George. How you doing? Over.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? By the way, your Raspberry Pi sounds fine down here. When I first heard you, you were off and the band was kind of strange. But as you brought up the mic gain and the drive level, it improved quite a bit. And I built a Raspberry Pi way back, when I first started playing around with those things. And I've never really used it except to experiment with it. So you have more nerve than I have, Mike. Over.
Well, like I say, when I demonstrate my skills here, I'm confidently foolish. Well, that's the way it goes. Yeah, well, good. That's interesting. And yeah, the ultimate goal here is to get my other one, which will have different considerations, and eventually I might even put a picture on the web and things like that. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little thing. And I had an issue here with voltage, and that was actually the thing was dropping out. And I had a very poor Y connector to drive the display and the Raspberry Pi, so I split that. So I'm using two different power supplies, power bricks, whatever you want to call it. Not the right way to do it, I suppose, but well, what are you going to do? At any rate, real good. Your signal's good, of course, George. I don't think you're quite as strong as normal, but doing okay. W2GS and the software-defined radio net. This is K0JTA. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Well, I guess I was playing around with something or other, and I got my drive turned down to 14 watts. So let me bring it up here a bit. And so I think that would have made a fairly big change now. You know, for some reason, I'm always playing around with RIDI and PSK and stuff like that. And so I changed the drive levels, even though the DV util will keep one drive level. It doesn't do it by band, so I think that might be what part of the problem was, Mike. Over.
That could be. I didn't look at the S. Well, I did look, but I forgot what it said. I think you're about a S8 or something like that, so it did bring it up, but you're still not as strong as normal. So you're running something more than 1,000 watts then, I'm assuming, over?
Yeah, it's right around 1,300 watts, Mike, 1,300 watts. And your signal dropped down quite a bit. I was kind of shocked there. You're down to about S5, and normally you're S9, and you started out at S9, so it must be a quick change in the band.
Yeah, that must be the case. I did look there, and you're showing S6 here. Had a comment here. Somebody says video's out of focus on the live stream. Well, that's as good as it's going to get. It's for one thing, the camera is focus free as far as I understand, and it's only has 640 by 480 resolution, and I'm surprised it works at all. Yeah, I don't know. At any rate, yeah. Well, good. Anything further then, George? Otherwise, I'll move along here unless you got something further. Over.
No, Mike, just wanted to say hello, and it's, let's see here, 73 degrees here. It's been in the 70s since Friday, and of course, a beautiful day like it's happening to a motorcycle right here in a little bit. So I'll let you go and carry on with the net, and good luck there with your Raspberry Pi. That whole thing can be a little bit frustrating, but I mean, it's really impressive what was done with that little mini computer. That's 73 versus 2 raw sugar.
Yeah, no doubt. I know when I first fired up my first one, and I had it hooked up, had to buy an HDMI adapters to go into my older monitor, and create the thing come up, and it was a real computer, and that just really got my attention. Yeah, it's not that powerful, but I mean, all things considered, for a $36 device, of course, you got to add a few more things, power supply and whatever else like that. But for such a low-cost thing, it actually works quite nicely. So, yep, real good. 7.3 then. Let's see, let's go to the next one here, K7LSV. This is K0JTA, and this is the software-defined radio net. Go ahead, LSV, over.
K0JTA, this is K7LSV. Hi, Mike, this is Morris. I checked in a number of times to the net. This is my new call. I changed calls a few weeks ago. Anyway, my normal radio that I really like to use is a ANAN 10E, but I'm down here in Florida, and I still don't have a decent
antenna that I can really get out. So today I'm coming at you from a remote ham radio site out of San Joaquin Valley in California. Let's see, they say they have a 3-element yacht at about 70 feet, and I'm running about 425 watts, something like that. So let's see if you're copying me okay. Back to you, Mike. This is K7LSV.
Yeah, real good. K7LSV, very, very good. And yeah, thanks for reminding me about your name and that kind of stuff, Morris. I do appreciate that, because I just my memory's just not that good. That's the way it goes. So okay, yeah, the remote ham sounds good. And I do recall you had used that some other time. It seemed like last time you were in upstate New York or whatever. But I didn't look at the estimator, but it's nice, easy, 100% compass. I'll give you at least a 5.8 or 5.9, Morris, over.
Okay, Mike. Just an interesting little point. Before I actually logged in, I listened through 3 or 4 other remote ham radio sites around the country to try and find one that I could actually hear you decently on. And, several places on the East Coast and down south, and then this one out of California. California one, I can hear you the best, but it's now starting to fade away a bit. So you're about S8 when you're good, and down around S5 when things start deteriorating. I think I'll probably get on out of here and let you go on with the net. Appreciate you doing this, by the way. K0JTA, this is K7LSV, 73s, and good luck.
Okay, real good. Yeah, I think I was looking at your meter there at the indication rather, and you were about an S8 or so. Well, good. It's nice you have that ability to try different sites, and my goodness, that's it really fills in the holes without a doubt. So let's see. Yeah, somebody else is saying that the focus is not good and this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's just the way it is. This little camera, it was designed to be hung onto a laptop. It has fixed focus. I don't see any means of me being able to change anything there, so it's just what it is what it is, and that's as good as it's going to get, I guess, basically. So it does look relatively crappy, I'll have to admit that, but what can I do? Real good. Morris, thanks for checking in. Okay, on the new call, K7LSV. This is K0JTA. Clear with you then, over.
Contact K0JTA, this is K7LSV. All right, 73. Talk to you next week, potentially.
Roger that. Okay, we got W5RCQ. Please stand by. Who said the contact? Come ahead now, over.
Good morning, or rather good. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Uniform Echo, Quebec in Caribou, Maine. I was just passing through the band and heard you guys talking, and I was wondering if the fellow on the West Coast 7 Lima Sierra, is that Tango Echo Sierra or Delta, over?
I have my copy down as Kilo Lima, Kilo 7 Lima Sierra Victor, over.
Oh, Roger, Lima Sierra Victor, right. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt with you, Ned, but I'd like to join in. So, my name is Jim, living in Caribou, Maine, and I have a New Mexico call sign, relocated to the one area back in 2000, over.
Okay, real good. Well, I'll put you on the list, and we'll be right back then. Let's see. Yeah, please stand by then, Jim. W5RCQ, go ahead. This is K0JTA. This is the software-defined radio net, over.
At K0JTA, W5RCQ. Hope you're copying me, Mike. The man was fading just a little bit there. I understand why the video on Livestream is soft now. Didn't recognize at first that you were running the piHPSDR and that you were using a camera to send the video as opposed to having the 100 hooked up directly to it as you normally do. So it's just fine. It was just different. I was used to seeing the much sharper video coming from the 100, but this is just fine. I'm also in the process of putting together a piHPSDR. I'm not running it today. I'm unfortunately on the TS2000 today, but I'm wondering, have you constructed the box with the knobs and so forth? At this point, I'm using my piHPSDR, and I'm only using the mouse to do the tuning, and then of course I'm clicking on the buttons within the program. And I have a problem with transmit. I've been discussing it somewhat with the guys on the group and trying to figure out what's going on. Receive works pretty good with a few glitches, but transmit doesn't work yet. It works fine if I hook it up to my regular computer. So I was just wondering if you could give us a little more description of how you're running the Pi, and whether you have it hooked up with knobs and so forth yet, or whatever. Anyway, over to you, D0JD8W5RCQ.
Okay, real good. I'm playing with the camera here too, so you can see a little bit of stuff there. Well, I'm just running it right now without the controls. I do have two of the Raspberry Pi devices. The other one is downstairs, and it will be my whoop-de-doo model because it will have controls and other embellishments. And I did buy the official case, you might say, from the, oh gee, I can't even think of the name of it, but it's the home company, might say, of the Raspberry Pi organization. They sell all kinds of doodads. And so I got that case because it seemed like a real nice one. I bought another case for the base, and I've been doing a lot of well, first off, I was just proving the concept of being able to make it run. I've got that taken care of. Now I've gotten to the point of actually cutting the holes and attaching components and things like that, and pretty well coming along. I had to attach one thing just last night, and I'm going to let it cure. I use good old-fashioned RTV Celastic as my means of adhesion, and so I just attached this last little component down with that and give it a day or so to cure. Good thing everything runs real slow here. If I had used a hot glue gun, then of course that would go much quicker, but the disadvantage to me is that if I don't like it, the hot glue gun is more deliberate to have to take apart. So, and as far as the transmit, I'm using a USB connector to give me an audio input. Let's see, I'm trying to look and see where that is. It's on the mess here. It is here. I don't know where it is. Okay, now I can see it. Yep, okay. Yeah, at any rate, so there you got various types you can put on there. I've noticed that there is a difference between them. Also, what you have to do is once you get that hooked up, your USB device or whatever you want to use, in my case the USB was the most predictably correct or usable. Once you get that hooked up, you have to open up the, what do you call it, the, can't think of the name of the darn thing here, audio I think it is. Gotta get my mousey over here so I can control it. I was trying to control it with another one here. Have to go to your audio setting, and then you have to choose the device. And in my case, I'm using a plug and play. It's showing up here as, and then you have to check the microphone audio. So those things have to be set up. And to insert or play with one of these, you have to put them in, and then you have to restart the program and or the computer to have them validated. I think actually you might have to restart the little Raspberry Pi computer. So let's see, W5RCQ, give me your name, and does that help you out? Over.
5RCQ. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, the name here is Jerry, Juliet, Easy, Romeo, Yankee, Jerry, and I'm in Sun City, Arizona. And, okay, you've given me some suggestions that I'm not sure whether you've done yet or not. I've been playing with it for a while. I actually ordered the kit from Anon, but it's expensive and they have not shipped, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel my kit order and build up the one that essentially there's a guy on the group who has done the whole thing and given us really good instructions how to do it, so I'm going to back off and do that. I ordered the kit thinking it would be quick and easy and that I would bite the bullet and pay for it, and now that it's not quick and easy, I'm not going to bite the bullet anymore. But hey, I appreciate your suggestions, and I will see if I can get that going. Like I say, the receive part is working fine. There's a glitch or two in it. For instance, if you use C-Tune, which I use C-Tune because I like to have the cursor go up and down the band, but the band to stay stable. Well, if you turn on C-Tune and then you change bands, like you go from 40 to 20, the screen does not change bands. If you turn the C-Tune off, everything works normally. So I'm sure that John is aware of all of that, and in iteration number 47 or whatever it is, he will probably take care of that. It's a glitch at this point, and I really appreciate the work that John is doing with this. It's, in my opinion, a minor miracle. Anyway, I will listen to the rest of the net. I appreciate it and enjoy talking to you. K0JDA, W5RCQ, I'll say 73 and listen to the net.
Yeah, very good, very good. I don't see where that C-Tune is. Is the C-Tune on the Raspberry Pi, or what am I missing here? Over?
If you look at that white block up at the top, in that white block, I can't see it on the screen today, but in that white block up there, there's a C-Tune, and if you click on it, then the frequency doesn't move, but only the cursor moves. Yeah, see it right up above your RIT? That's C-Tune.
Yeah, I see it now. I just was looking through the menus, and I guess I've never used C-Tune. I don't understand really what it's for. I guess I've never explored it. In my case, I just operate on CW, and so not CW, just on simplex and things like that, and that's good enough for a simple person, of course. But yeah, well, your synopsis of the C-Tune is kind of interesting. If you wouldn't mind going through that one more time, please. Over.
Yes, C-Tune will allow the screen to stay stable. In other words, when you tune up and down, the graphical frequencies on the screen won't move. The only thing that will move is your tuning area. So what happens is you can tune up from the bottom to the top of the band that is being displayed on your display without the display moving.
Okay, sorry for the interruption there. I was just playing with something. That's the problem with me here. Too many toys to play with. But okay, I do understand the concept. Yeah, I was just looking at that same function on the IC7300 here, and yeah, it'll show the whole span, and you'll be able to tune up and down in the your slider scale or whatever like that. The band that you're looking at pretty much stays in the same spot then. Yep, I guess I don't have any need for it in a particular time, but I shall play with that in the future. In the meantime, get yourself one of these little USB devices. I've noticed that there's quite a big difference between the USB devices, number one, and number two, the audio response, lack of hum. I had different issues that show up. Sometimes I got one here that the microphone works real well, but there's no audio output coming from the receive port. Yeah, just real strange. So you have to just the luck of the draw is going to allow you to find one, I guess, that'll work at least at this particular point. And once again, this could be a simple operator on my part. W5RCQ and the software-defined radio net. This is K0JTA. Go ahead there, Jerry. Over.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I think you got the C-Tune down. I use it all the time because I don't like the frequency moving or the background moving around. So I use C-Tune all the time. There's a glitch in it. If you do have C-Tune enabled and you change bands, then the display that you're looking at doesn't change. In other words, if you're on 20 and you have C-Tune on and you click on 40 and go down to 40, the display stays on 20. But like I say, it's just a glitch. You just turn C-Tune off and change and everything works fine. I do have one additional question. Which version of John software are you running? I think I'm running 1.06. I'll have to look again. Which version are you running?
Mine is version 1.07. Let's see, it shows up here someplace on the screen. I have to bend over to see if I can see it. Okay, yep, it shows up at the upper right-hand portion. If you look at yours, well, I'm showing 1.07. I just actually had offered something on the user group to Sid over there in in the UK about his versions. Apparently there are beta versions. I don't know how to apply those beta versions. Not sure if I should. I might have to be more qualified than I am. Over.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to check and make sure what I'm running. One of the fellows on the group sent me the version that he is using, and I haven't loaded it yet, but I think it's 1.00, and somewhere in all of the reading, it says that John set it up so that if you did your own assembly, in other words, if you would recompile the program, that it comes out to 1.0, and I don't understand that. I'm not a good enough software guy to do all of that. So I'm going to look again and see what's going on, but I'm going to do the thing you were talking about in setting up my transmit, and I think I didn't do that, and that might be my problem. Anyway, I'll turn it back to the net and see what the other guys have to say. I really appreciate your help, and look forward to next Sunday. K0JTA in the net, W5RCQ will be listening.
Oh, doggone it, there it just crapped out of me. You saw that, it has failed on me, so hang in there. Let's see, I gotta see if I can, no, I can't do it, I have to unplug the thing. Little boo-boo here. Okay, so for the folks that are listening on Livestream, you'll be able to have it filled in. See me in the reflection there. At any rate, got to reboot the computer because it did freeze. Just one of those things. I got TeamViewer on here. I'll go ahead and shut that off, and let's see, bring up the Raspberry Pi again. Wait for it to get up here, and I have to choose it and select it. Takes a little time for it to build. Good demonstration though. Yeah, it's just it's obviously an issue here. So let's see. I'm going to see if it's going to work here yet. K0JTA testing. Sorry about the delay. Had a little bit of a boo-boo here. And I have no output. I think I got to restart the actual anon, so there's nothing coming out. So I got to reboot the computer itself, and it should be underway. I think that's what I had selected, or did I select shutdown? I'll wait for a little bit. And this time I shut the radio off too. That's when these boobles will show up, you might say. And I don't see any action, so. Okay. Unplugged the power supply to the computer, the Raspberry Pi, got it starting again, but it's going to take a little while for it to get up. We'll see now. I've got to turn the radio on this time and close down TeamViewer and bring up Raspberry Pi, and we'll see if it'll transmit this time. Yeah, Jerry, in your case, you're having some issues with transmit. Well, after mine did the rude shutdown there, or whatever happened, it did not transmit after I brought it up, but it was the incorrect method of doing this, because it's just like pulling the power supply. At any rate, let's see. We're in the background there to entertain you. That's a lot of fun. Okay, now I'm going to see if it's going to work. Let's see. Yep. Okay, now it's working again. Sorry about the delay. I had a little bit of a, doggone it. I'm showing output, doggone it. No, I'm not either. I'm not showing a power.
see all kinds of stuff, but nothing happened to it.
I'm going to have to go to the big computer here and run it regularly, I guess. Let's see here. So that's underway. Get myself a mouse. Things like that. Okay, Kaiser JT are back to the regular computer and this kind of stuff. The Pi is just not behaving, and I'm probably pushing it too hard with what I'm doing or something like that. Anyway, sorry about the delay, sorry about the interruption, things like that. W5RCQ, are you still in there? Kaiser JTA, over.
Yeah, K0JTA, W5RCQ. Yeah, you're back, Mike. I'm hearing you. I didn't know whether the band went away or what, but I was seeing you on Livestream making changes and going back to the other radio. So, yeah, I'm hearing you fine. Appreciate your help, and I'll turn it back to you and the rest of the net. I'll be listening. W5RCQ will be listening.
Okay, real good. Yeah, I got to get the other video set up here too, but I have to get into the menu to be able to do that. And I think to be able to do that, I'm going to have to stop the live stream and then get into the settings and set up for the screen capture. So right now I've just got the little crappy camera that's kind of pointed up there, a little bit further up, and move it like that, maybe a little bit. Anyway, real good. Sorry about the delay there. W5RCQ, good luck with your project though. This is K0JTA. This is the software defined radio net, over.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mike. Yeah, I'm, like I say, I'm going to back off from buying the kit, which is expensive, but I thought was going to be quick. Well, turns out they're not shipping, so it's not quick. So I'm going to cancel that order and do a build-up of my own, following the instructions that have been on the net. Right now, I'm just using the mouse, and it's working, except I've got a problem with the transmit, and I think by following your instructions to set up transmit, I may be able to fix that problem. Anyway, appreciate it, and I'll look forward to talking to you next Sunday.
Lost my microphone now. Okay, find it. Real good. 7.3 then, good luck with it. And, well, my instructions are relatively poor because I'm just, you know, I'm just following what I've read on the air or on the user group, things like that. So real good. 7.3 then. See you next week then, hopefully, Jerry. Next on this is KC5UCQ. Jim, go ahead, over. KC5 Uniform Charlie Quebec, I think is what I got. Jim, go ahead, over. Nothing heard. Anybody else in there that would like to check in? This is K0 Juliet Tango Alpha, and this once again is the software defined radio net, over. Yeah, kind of quiet. I'm on the right frequency, so that's good. Okay, anybody else have anything further? Oh, well, let's see. one thing I could ask before you look for that, W2GS, if you're out there, still in there without, I don't know if you're heading out to the motorcycle yet or what, but if you're still out there, would you please make a call for the software-defined reader net, George, over? Nothing or anybody else out there? This is K0 Juliet Tango Alpha talking to myself perhaps. Got Jerry in here for sure. Maybe Morris, I don't know. K0 JTA, over. WB6JFH, okay, you're kind of on the light side, but